We are not going to refer to the Bible. We are going to look at the African traditional ways. Okay? The African traditional ways. Now, when we say African traditional ways, we want to look at how Africans used to solve their problems or their misunderstandings in communities. We have what we call taboos or beliefs that Africans were using to make sure that the community is in order. So following those taboos and beliefs, make sure that everyone is in order, because you cannot obey or disobey a taboo that has existed for a very long time. One other way is by respecting one another. The African tradition emphasizes respect for elders. And that's why you hear people say that if you have white hair, it means you have wisdom. It is not associated to real wisdom, but it is associated to respect that is given to the elders. We also have working together. This particular habit has disappeared. But when we were growing up, we used to go and work in people's garden as a group. And when you come back, they prepare for you food, and that is your payment. It was not because we wanted to eat, but we wanted to make sure that we work together and to bring that unity as a group of people who live together. Community had meanings in that time. And we have got by listening to one another, by reconciling. Those are the different ways. By eating together. Meals. These days at home, you find people having, each person has his own plate for eating food. But in those days, we used to eat as a group. You sit in a round table and have one plate of food, and everyone shares and eats from that particular plate. That was to ensure peace. And in case you have disagreed with someone, one way of showing that you have reconciled is by eating with that person in the same plate. Then we have following cultural norms. For example, kneeling when talking to elders. These days you greet elders, hi, and you walk away. That is not the right way. The best way is to follow the cultural norms. You kneel and you greet elders. Then by paying fines in case you have got a disagreement with someone. In case your goats go and eat someone's crop, you peacefully accept the fact that your goats have committed a crime and you pay a fine. If your cows go and destroy someone's garden, you peacefully accept the fact that your cows have committed a crime and then you pay a fine. This existed in the African traditional culture. We also have peace talks. Now, in this case, in case you have disagreed with someone, the elders of a clan would sit and discuss how you can be helped. You discuss peacefully to agree that you have disagreed with your friend, you have offended him, and now you are supposed to pay a fine. And this would prevent revenge in African tradition. So we have looked at the first word, and that is taboos, our first way of practicing. And now we are going to look at taboos into details. A taboo is a custom or a tradition which forbids people to touch or eat or use or talk about something. Okay? We have these taboos that exist in schools. Most times these taboos are used to make sure that children don't misbehave. Even at home, these taboos are used to prevent accidents. You cannot be allowed to sit in a, let's say, a winnower. You cannot sit or step a winnower. They have attached there a kind of a punishment that will happen to you. That if you step a winnower, you are going to be burnt by fire. Or maybe your aunt will die. Who would like his aunt to die? So such kind of character, such kind of words, such kind of statements is meant to make sure that you don't do a certain thing. They also say that if you touch a mingling stick, according to my tradition, if you touch a mingling stick, you will meet a very hostile beast in the night. It's just to make sure that you don't touch a mingling stick. But sincerely speaking, you won't meet a beast at night. So this kind of taboos or traditions are meant to make sure that you behave well, you are in peace with people, you are moving in a disciplined way. That is the African tradition. I would like to get from you a few of these taboos that you know, because the fear of the consequences of those taboos would make people to behave well. Just the fear of the consequences. Like you have seen that if you go and peep someone in the toilet, your mother will produce a snake. What? Who would love his mother to produce a snake? No one. So in that case, you will not peep someone in the toilet. So people feared that if you break those taboos, the consequences are very terrible. Okay? The consequences were very terrible. Now, we have got a few examples of those taboos that you have there at home. I have given you an example of the few that I also have, that if you peep someone in the toilet, your mother will produce a snake. Aha. So can we give examples of some of those taboos? Those people who are going to use the chat, you're going to use the chat. And then those who are going to be on call, I will give a chance to a few people on call. Okay, let us start with Jasmine. Yes, Jasmine.
Speaker,
Yes.
Muslims should not eat pork.
Aha, that one is a religious taboo. It is that is a religious taboo. What happens when they eat pork?
I also don't know.
Aha, so you fear to eat that thing because of the consequences. Aha, Jasmine, thank you. That is a religious taboo. I want someone to give me another one. Jasmine has given us the one which is very crazy. Food, a taboo. Okay, Courtney, give me one example, Courtney. This is not time for good morning, teacher. I want answers now. Okay, I have seen a few. Let me first hear from Savio, Francis Savio. Yes, give me one taboo that you know of.
For us in our cultural tradition, by
Yes.
not eating ngonge.
Engonge. That if you eat engonge, what will happen?
I don't know.
You don't know. They have not told you. You ask them, they will tell you the consequences are very, very, very serious. Okay? Have you seen the engonge people? They don't eat engonge. Now look at this example that I have here. People have given very many on the chat. Let me first read those on the chat. That if a woman eats chicken, what will happen? That we don't touch a grasshopper, what will happen? Give me the consequences attached. Like this one here. They are saying that a girl is not supposed to sit on a mortar. And if she does, her breasts will not grow. Mama, who wants the breasts not to grow? The consequences are very serious. So girls will not sit. A girl child will not sit on a mortar simply because she fears the consequences that her breasts will not grow. That is one. Aine, give me, Aine has said that, Macklin says that if you eat pork, you will be regarded unclean. Okay, that one is a religious taboo. Okay, We also have this one that says that if a person kills another, he or she will be chased away from the family. That is another one. So who wants to be chased away from the family? The fact that the consequences are very serious, people will not do such things. So I want you to give a taboo and give it its consequences so that we will learn from the consequences. Friends on chat, if you sweep the house at night, you become poor. This one is very serious. Jerry, that is very serious. I will not sweep a house at night because I don't want to become poor. So you see the consequences. Jerry has given a very serious one. That if you sweep a house at night, you are going to become poor. Another one is that if one carries a mortar, he or she will remain short. But in actual sense, you want to remain short. Only that if you carry a mortar and it falls on your feet, that will be very fatal. So the reason why these taboos are set is to make sure that you are in order, you are at peace with people. Because killing your brother is not a good thing. Okay? Sitting in a mortar is not decent. Okay? So all these consequences come when you do such a thing. I want to see another person here, Isaac. If you sit on a cooking stone, oh my God, this is serious. That if you sit in a yes, let me read this one. If you sit on the cooking stone, you will not grow. There is also that one from Isaac Bole. If we eat a clean animal, that means you can. Oh, sorry. Catholics. Okay. So I don't want you to give me religious taboos. I want African traditional taboos, not religious taboos. Okay. Like the way my friend Jerry has put here, that if you sons do not sit on the path. In Lukbara community, it is a taboo. Okay, you don't sit on a path. Okay. In fact, that is a serious one. That if you sit on a path, what will happen, Paul? Your mother will die. So if you sit on a path, in other words, if you sit on the road, your mother will die. It is intended to prevent accidents. Because if you sit on the road, somebody will come driving, somebody will come riding, and it can knock you. So the consequences are that your mother will die. That is Lugbara. The Lugbara community believes that if you sit on a path, your mother will die. That is serious. So you won't sit there because you fear the consequences of your mother dying. Okay. So let's
Just Solomon. Just Solomon.
Hello. Hello.
Solomon.
Hello?
Hello.
Teacher! We can't hear you.
Teacher Solomon. What has happened? Teacher.
He or she will be
Just Solomon will be joining in. Can we mute? Okay, thank you. It's just Solomon. You hear me? I don't know, something's wrong. Let me reach out to just Solomon shortly.
Yes, Eric. Okay, class. I was muted. Yes, we are back. I was muted. I didn't know completely. Sorry about that. Okay. So we have a few people. Oh, yes, I was muted. Sorry about that. I am back. Sorry about that. So we have this other one that says that our friend gave us, that if you sweep the house at night, you sweep away your riches. Therefore, you will become poor. So these are examples of our taboos. There are very many of them, depending on where each one of us comes from. There is this one that says that if you peep at someone in the toilet, your mother will give birth to a snake. I think I remember we talked about that. Okay? That if you peep someone in the toilet, your mother will give birth to a snake. Eating the meat of your totem is not allowed. That's what somebody mentioned. I think it was Aine. Aine mentioned that. And then things that destroy peace. Before we go to things that destroy peace, okay, I would like us to emphasize a few of the things in this lesson. That the taboos may not be real, that if you follow them, if you disobey them, the consequences will happen. But the intention of African tradition is to make sure that we follow order and we avoid misbehaving. We avoid things that are not pleasing in the community. Okay? So let's look at the things that destroy peace. This I will want to hear from you. Queen. Yes, Queen? Yes, Queen.
Yes.
What are the things that destroy peace at home? Queen. Yes, Queen.
Misunderstandings.
Misunderstanding. Thank you. Another one. Let me go to chat. Many people are here. Peruth. Peruth is in need. I am. Okay. There is somebody who is interested in giving us the answer, but I tried getting her. If someone carries a motor, he or she will remain short. Which tribe? Oh, that's amazing. War is one of them. Poverty. Aine, thank you. Poverty is one of them. Fighting, thank you. Divorce. Ella, thank you. Fighting. Mweshuma, thank you. There is somebody who wanted to give us the answer, but I went of war, Bule. I want to get you, her. His name is very funny. You, her. Let me look for you, her. Peruth. Yes, Peruth. Peruth, give us one other thing that destroys peace in our community. Yes, Peruth. Peruth has gone off. Sorry about that. You will write on chat. You will write on chat. We have got jealousy or envy. If you're jealous for someone's property, it can destroy peace. Somebody mentioned fighting one another. Somebody talked of gossip or rumor mongering, quarreling. These are things that can destroy peace. I have got very many. Robbery, Patel has said robbery. Pride, yes, pride is one of those bad things. So these and many others are some of the things that can destroy peace in our society. We also have the unforgiving heart. It is one way of destroying peace. We talked of disagreement. Somebody mentioned greed. Somebody mentioned poverty, lack of trust, adultery or fornication, any kind of sin, anything that is sinful before God destroys peace in our community. We have got corruption, Aine, thank you very much. Insecurity, arguments or disagreements, mercy, thank you. Bule, thank you very much. Bule has said insecurity. Okay. Argument, thank you. Okay. So let us get to a review of our lesson. Briefly, we looked at a taboo. What is a taboo? What is a taboo? Peruth. Peruth, what is a taboo? Speak that loud. Peruth, we cannot hear you. You are too soft. Peruth is too soft. We can't hear you. We have got Jeva, Eva. Yes, Eva.
Teacher.
I'm a boy.
Oh, sorry, but I have seen here Eva.
I can't rename. It has refused.
I can do it for you. Give me your name.
Such is evil, Isaac.
Isaac. Isaac who?
Such is evil.
Give me that spelling.
S E
E
K
K
I
I
Z
Z
I
I
Y
Y
I
I
V
V.
U.
Good boy. Now Isaac, give us the meaning of the word taboo.
Taboos are tradition. Taboos.
Let me take you back. Keep on line. Can you give us the answer?
Taboos are customs which forbid people to touch or eat, use, or talk about certain things.
Okay, give me one example.
You do bad manners at night. No, in our culture, for Njima clan, you eat a heart of anything. Something bad happens to you.
Something bad happens to you. Thank you very much. So that is example of a taboo according to the Chima clan. You don't have to eat any heart of anything. Okay. So can we get back to our review and then we look at the next one? Give any 4 examples of taboos. On the chat, we have people who are giving us an answer. Asasira, thank you very much. Asasira, I will help you rename yourself later. Let's first give the answers. Asasira, thank you very much. Asasira has given us a very good one. Aine, thank you. Pal Patel, thank you. Pal Patel, thank you. Selfishness, Aine. This is Bule, thank you, Bule. Okay. Lina, women are not allowed to eat. Okay. Lina, thank you. Okay. In which 3 ways do people maintain peace in African tradition? Ways in which people maintain peace in African tradition. Okay. Ways in which people maintain peace. Isaac Mwaka. Pick up your call. Yes, Isaac. There are many Isaacs here, but I want Mwaka. Yes, Mwaka. Yes, Mwaka. Give one way in which people in Africa maintain peace.
By
Mwaka.
word of God.
Speak that loud and clear. Mwaka, be confident. You're speaking like you're in a bed. Isaac. Can you hear me? Okay, let me get to your namesake. Isaac someone. Abasa. Isaac.
A taboo is a tradition which is forbidden to touch, eat, use, or talk about certain things.
Now, give us one way in which people maintained peace in African tradition.
A way people maintain
peace in African tradition.
Caring about each other.
Okay.
each other.
Thank you very much. Although your network was not okay. Your network was not okay, but I think I have got you. Thank you very much. Okay, in which 3 ways do people maintain peace in African tradition? Let me come to the chat, and I hear very many answers here. Girls are not supposed to sit on a motor. Jasmine, thank you. Avoiding divorce. Aine, thank you. Following taboos. Patel, thank you. Trusting each other. Downs. Ella, thank you. Mwashu, someone. Mwashu, thank you. Mwashu, Jul, okay, this is Jasmine still. Maclean, thank you. Tayebwa, thank you. By forgiving each other, thank you. Okay, this is wonderful. By sharing meals, Patel again. Today, Patel, you're very active. Sharing meals, Darlene, thank you. Patel, I want to give you our reward for being very active today. Okay, so let us move on and we see according to African tradition, what will happen if a child or children do the following? A, carrying a motor. Let me come to my friend here. Carrying a motor. What will happen if one carries a motor? Alupo Priska. Alupo Priska. Come on, Priska, pick up your call. Today you're very far from call. Sorry about that. I'm going to ask you another one. Muchsa. Yes, Muchsa. Oh, Alupo has picked up her call. What will happen according to African tradition? What will happen to a child if she
one carries a motor, he or she
will
remain short.
Will remain short. Your signal was not okay, but I have heard you very well. One will remain short. If someone peeps another in a toilet, what will happen? Friends on chat. He or she will grow short. Patel, thank you. Hannah, thank you. Okay, thank you, Hannah. What will happen? Okay, they will stay short forever. Thank you. Your mother will produce a snake. Aine, thank you very much. If someone peeps, that person who peeps the other in the toilet, it's a very bad practice. No wonder they have put a very severe consequence to it. That if you peep someone in the toilet, your mother will produce a snake. Okay. All right. The mother will produce a snake. Wandera Comfort, thank you. Kaya and Sava, thank you. Sava Hikmat, thank you very much. Patel, thank you. These are children who are Sewami. These are children who are very active in my lesson today. And I'm going to grant you all a very beautiful flower right here. Isaac, thank you. The child mother is believed to. Okay, thank you, Lina. Thank you, Lina. Asastra, thank you. So that is what happens in case one peeps at the other. Okay. I am going to ask another question, and this one is going to go to Muksa. Yes, Muksa? Muksa? Muksa, pick up your call. Yes, Muksa. Muksa, Muksa has put up his call. Yes, Muksa?
Yes, teacher.
What will happen to one who sweeps the house at night?
will become poor.
Will become poor. How do you understand that? Why is it bad to sweep the house at night? Yes, Muksa.
Yes, teacher.
Why do you think it's not good to sweep the house at night?
I don't know.
No, it's just very easy that if you sweep the house at night, you might sweep away a very important item in the house. You might sweep away the money. You might sweep away something very important. That's why it's not good to sweep the house at night. And the reason is just that they have just put that reason so that you don't do it. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So I want children to get to understand these taboos very well. Okay? That we sweep away riches. It's very bad for you to do some of the things. And the consequences that they have put here do not happen to you. Take note of that. They don't happen to you. Your mother can never produce a snake. But it is very bad for you to peep someone in the toilet. So African tradition believes that such kind of actions should be attached to a very bad consequence so that it is not done. Okay? Take note of that. Africans never wanted children to grow up doing bad things. And there was no way of ensuring that such bad things are not done. But they had to put consequences, okay, and beliefs. I assure you, even if they were chima, if they eat even the heart, nothing will happen. But it is not proper for you to eat your totem, whatsoever you believe in, okay? If you peep someone in the toilet, it's a bad thing. We should all know that these were intended to bring peace in African tradition. The intention was just to bring peace to the people so that they don't become indisciplined children. Okay, so let us continue. I want to ask another one. Okay, Alupo, no, we have already finished to get from these people. Let's check another group. Samuel. Yes, Samuel.
Yes, teacher.
Samuel, can you give me one of the taboos and its consequences? What's your other name? Yes. Your signal is very bad. Oh, sorry, Samuel. Samuel, we cannot hear you. The signal of Samuel is very bad. We are sorry. Ivana, you've come late. Okay, let me first hear from you. Ivana. Yes, please. Ivana. Yes, Ivana.
Yes, teacher.
You seem to have just joined us. Were you there before?
Yes.
Ivana?
Yes, I came at the beginning of the lesson.
Now give me one way.
I came at the beginning of the lesson.
Give me one way of maintaining peace in African tradition.
By having a peace talk with wrongdoers.
Okay. No, we don't call them wrongdoers. With one you have disagreed with. Okay?
Okay.
Who were the people? Who were the people who organized those peace talks?
The tribal chiefs.
And the elders. Very good.
Yes.
The chiefs and the elders of the clan. So the elders in the community would organize such kind of peace talks. How was a fine important? How were fines important in African tradition? Tayewa Calvin.
Yes,
How were fines, the payment of fines, how was it important in African tradition?
Fine school. Teacher, are you meaning the importance?
Yes, of paying a fine in an African tradition.
It brings peace among the society.
Very good. It would bring peace among the people who have disagreed. What about sharing a meal? How was sharing a meal important in African tradition, in African traditional society? Ibra. Ibra, how was sharing a meal important in African tradition? Ibra? Yes, Ibra. Ulega, Ibra? Yes? Ibra? Sorry, Ibra has gone off again. I was trying to pick up his call. He was trying to pick up the call and jumped. Yes, Ibra?
Yes, please, teacher.
How was
Yes,
sharing
please.
a meal important in African tradition? Sorry, I think his signal is not okay. Okay. Oh, Ibra, yours. How was sharing a meal important in African tradition? Yes? Oh, the signal of Ibra is not okay. Let me go to the chat. Sharing a meal among a people brings peace and friendship. Samuel, sorry. Sorry, Ibra.
Yes, please, teacher.
Say it again.
Sharing a meal.
Oh, sorry. I think the signal of Ibra is not okay. Lega Ibra, your signal is not okay. We are not able to hear you. It takes long for us to receive from you. Yes, Agatha. Agatha? 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 How was sharing a meal important in African tradition? Oh, sorry. Let me go to the chat. Members on the chat contributed. Let us hear from the members on chat. Okay. On the chat, we have got many people here. Let me start from Chirabo. Chirabo. Chirabo, thank you very much. Chirabo has given us a response here. It brings peace and friendship. Good. Omara. Omara says to promote peace among people. Thank you. Omara, thank you. Tayebwa. It brings peace and friendship. Paul Patel. It avoids disagreements. Isaac, thank you. Sharing meals promote friendship. Isaac, thank you. Jasmine, it promotes unity. Jasmine, thank you. Okay. Jasmine, thank you. I think this is good. Okay. Isaac Vasa, we gave you the chance long time. You are now unmuting at this time. Even Ella, we had given you a chance some time back. I think your network was not okay that time. So on the chat, we have got another one who says, Aine says it promotes peace among people. Okay, those are the few answers that we have, responses to the reason why sharing meals was important in African tradition. What was the intention of taboos? The intentions of taboos in African tradition was to bring peace. That was the intentions of the taboos that we have seen here. It was basically to bring peace or to create peace among the people, to create peace among the people in the community. That's why the taboos were set by our elders, to promote peace in the community. Okay. So for some of us who joined in late, I hope you have also understood. You have also grasped you have picked a few concepts of our discussion. We looked at taboos, we looked at different ways or examples of taboos, we looked at ways of maintaining peace in African tradition, and we looked at the taboos and their consequences. We said that consequences in these taboos were just meant to implicate fear or to put fear into people so that they don't do such evil, such bad, such obscene actions. That was the intentions of the implications of these taboos. It should be noted that these taboos are not real, but intended to promote peace. It is intended to promote peace among people who are in the community. Okay? So that is one thing that you should note. Isaac, thank you. Isaac has given us another answer here. To promote culture. No, it promotes culture. Okay? We are looking at taboos not in the perspective of culture, but we are looking at taboos in the perspective of maintaining peace. Okay? Yes, it is one way of identifying your culture, that if someone does not sit on the path, that person, like somebody said, is a lugbara, because the lugbaras believe that if you sit on a path, your mother will die. So it identifies your culture, yes, but we are looking at it in the context of peace. How was peace promoted in African tradition? Okay? In African tradition, the taboos were meant to promote peace. Okay. Sorry, Ivana's okay. Patel says it was intended to stop people from doing bad practices, from doing bad things. Of course, those bad things we say are the ones that bring about insecurity. They are the ones that break the peace of people. Okay? So when we stop doing those bad things, then we remain peaceful. Okay? It is the bad practices that break peace in a community. So if we stop doing those bad things, then we shall remain peaceful. Okay? Okay. So allow me get back to a few of our concerns here, a few questions. Let me get to a few questions, and then we shall, any question, somebody with a question, you can ask. If you have any question, I have seen many hands here. Let me start with Joseph. Okay, there is a question on chat already. Any question? Okay. All right. Taebwa Calvin has asked. Taebwa Joram has also, okay. Taebwa, okay. Taebwa says, were these things true? Now who can answer Taebwa? Were these taboos true? Who is going to answer Taebwa? Because I have explained that in our discussion. Joseph, can you help Taebwa to understand? Joseph? Okay, Joseph is not picking. Sava? Yes, Sava. Were those things true? That is what. Can you help Taebwa to understand that? Yes. Explain to her. They are asking us, were those things true? Can you help her to understand?
Yes, teacher, they were true.
Huh? That your mother will produce a snake?
Correct. No.
Oh no. That person is like Tayewa, is behaving like Tayewa. Samuel, who is going to give a clear understanding of these things? Teresa. Let's hear from Teresa. Teresa, were those taboos true? Teresa? Oh, sorry. That one is not.
They were not true.
Why were they brought in? Why are they set? Now, my friend, the intention of these taboos is to promote peace. Is to stop us from doing bad things. Peeping at your friend when he is in the toilet is a bad practice. It's very bad. So the consequences which are put there is to make sure that you don't dare go and see somebody in the toilet. Have you understood that? It is to make sure that you don't go and do that. Taiwa said I have got it. So, okay. Any other question? Let me see. Any other question? Okay, any other question? Okay, Taiwa, I hope we have answered you. Okay. Okay, Jasmine is asking something on a quiz. We are going to have quiz next week. We shall have a quiz in English, not in RE. But we shall see if we get time, we shall organize a quiz for you. I have seen how you have liked that quiz. It makes you active in the lesson. Okay, Aine, the reason or the consequences of the taboos were meant to stop us from doing such bad things, like jumping a person. When you jump a person, it's not a good thing because you might fall on him. Okay, so the intentions of those taboos were to bring peace. Okay, the intentions of the taboos were to bring peace. Umara has understood. Okay, thank you. We are going to move in for math. We are going to get in for math. I want to wish all of you a very good morning and all the best in your weekend. Okay, I'm going to send the notes shortly to the Google Classroom. Then I will send work also. This activity will go to Google Classroom. Thank you very much for listening. From me and the team of my administrators, I'd like to say bye. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, teacher. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.